What's going on, guys? It is your boy Tor Crunch, and today we've got some awesome content for you guys. Back again, dude. Daily grind is real this time, and yeah, I'm excited to bring this video back, this series back, I should say. If you didn't know, or if you haven't been here for that long, you would know that I had a series, or I started a series a few months ago. I would compare two characters, and I'm excited to bring it back because I really enjoyed making these videos. And for example, today we're comparing Halibel versus Szayelaporro, the two seasonal characters. And if you don't know how these work, the way I structure these is in three different parts. We go ahead and just do a little brief overview of the both characters at the start, and then we move on to some PvP, and then we finalize everything with just a little bit of a breakdown, talking about the pros and the cons for both of the characters. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited to make this. I have not made one of these videos in a long time, and I'm sure you guys are, you know, I have had a few comments telling me, like, when are you going to bring this back? So you know, the long wait is over, and we're ready to get on with it. I'm excited. Also, before I get on with the video, make sure to also comment down below what other characters you'd like for me to compare. This one I came up with myself, and luckily I do have the two characters. So I don't know if I can do every comparison. You know, it's not easy if I don't have the character myself. I don't know, just comment down below who you would like for me to compare, and maybe I can do it. Anyways, thank you guys, and let's get on with the video. So the first character we're going to go ahead and take a look at is Swimsuit Halibel. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the build we've got on her before we get on to some gameplay. So the accessories are 20 SP on this Yuki, 30 SP on the tension tie, and 10% on stats on the fortification pill. These accessories are nothing special, something average that anyone else can get. The soul traits, the soul links are 14 recharge time, 14, 14, 14. So all three 14 recharge times, just to take advantage of what she is naturally good at, which is the recharge time build. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay, and then we'll talk a little bit about this character. All right, let's go on and get on with this raid. So this is actually the Chad 4 or 5-star raid. And as you can see, we take advantage of the killer effect, which she does get actually, what is it? Hollow killer. I'm sorry, I kind of got it confused with Szayelaporro because he gets a Rankar, which I didn't know which one it was of the two that got it. But yeah, Halibel does get hollow, and it's nice because, you know, hollow is a big time you know, affiliation in the game. Like, the enemies that you go up against usually are hollows, at least for the most part. That's what I noticed. And yeah, dude, this character is just an awesome character overall. I have the recharge time build, and as you can see, man, I'm just constantly spamming strong attacks. One thing about her, she has high SP, she has frenzy, and you know, of course, with frenzy and high SP, you're gonna be hitting super hard. You know, look right there, I have all three strong attacks, like, just waiting for me to use, just because I'm trying to showcase the normal attack damage, which is actually, the damage isn't the greatest, right, because I don't have the ideal build for it. But you know, the range is actually something I really do enjoy about her normal attack string. It's not like she doesn't have a range string or a range strong attack or normal attack string, but her melee attack is actually got a lot of range, and I do enjoy that, because usually, you know, if you get a character with super low range and not much, you know, not much range to anything she does to the character itself, it's difficult to really enjoy the character. And I do like the fact that she gets that range, and that does actually come into play because she's got the long reach skill, which does increase her normal attack. Her strong attacks didn't need anything because they're actually really good. I personally really enjoy her strong attacks just because they're easier to use, right? They're easy to use. You don't have to be like really tactical with it. You can just use them, right? They get a lot of range, and from wide to length range. You know, it's a lot of range in general. But yeah, here's her special, something that of course is really clean, really nice. She's recent to the game, so you know that K-Lab put in their most effort into it. Okay, we dodged that easily. But yeah, something I really enjoy about her as well is her third strong attack, which I forgot to mention. But yeah, overall this character's awesome. I like her gameplay. I like it. It's all clean in general, like her normal attack, her strong attack, everything is clean about her. So and her special. So yeah, that is Halibel. That is a little brief overlook of the Swimsuit Halibel that just recently came out. I personally think this type of build right here is the best build, the strong attack recharge time. But yeah, that's Halibel. Moving on, we'll go ahead and just a brief overview of Szayelaporro now. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Szayelaporro's accessories. and links before we get into some gameplay. So as you guys notice, we did not change anything in terms of accessories. We stuck around with the same thing, the Yuki, Tension tie, and Fortification pill, but we did end up changing the links. So instead of recharge, we went ahead and we went with strong attack damage. So we got 25, 25, 25 and 20. So 25, 25 and 20. And the reason we went with strong attack damage instead of recharge time is so that we can really stack up the soul trait that he actually has, which is the 20% strong attack damage. So quite a bit of extra damage increased. I'm really hoping that he hits hard. I do think he will, but yeah, let's go ahead and test out and see how hard he actually hits. Alright, so here we are. First off, I think this character, and I forgot to mention this about Halibel herself, but both of them just look super cool. So both of them are seasonal characters, right? He is a Parasol, and and Halibel is a Swimsuit character. So both seasonal characters, and I think their character models look really cool. Szayelaporro is actually not hitting the killer effect here because he does have a different one, which is a Rankar killer. I did mention that on Halibel's review, or a little overview. But yeah, he isn't gonna get the killer, but as you guys can tell, his strong attack and normal attack, they're both clean. Strong attacks are hitting really hard because strong attack damage right here, if you notice, wipes out that mob of enemies. Third strong attack basically destroys the enemies as well. Let's go ahead and get right here so that we can kill 2 enemies at once, or 2 stacks of enemies, 3 stacks of enemies at once. Holy crap, that was his third strong attack's actually really nice. It's not a charge up attack like Halibel's, but what I do like about it is that it is a full screen attack, which I think personally I enjoy that a little bit more. It is a little bit easier to use, right? So charge up attacks, you kind of have to get in certain situations in order to really take advantage of them, but the fact that his third strong attack is full screen is just perfect. But yeah, really clean attacks. The only complaint maybe I have about him is that his first strong attack gets everyone around him, but you have to get really close. So for example, if I use it right here, it gets only 2 out of the 3 because I wasn't close enough, which is one thing that it can kind of be irritating, especially since he doesn't have strong attack recharge time. Strong attack recharge time on this character would have been a little bit nicer, I think, just because you'd be able to stack up or just use the strong attacks at all times. Or if they didn't have recharge time on him, or like they didn't give him, if with the soul trait that he currently has, it would have been nice if he had, instead of a circle around him type of strong attack, it'd been nice if it was like a lunge attack, because at least you're not gonna miss. Here his special though hits super hard, and he does actually inflict poison through everything, so that is one thing I do enjoy about him. Also, he does have frenzy, and he has super high SP. Like I told you guys, Halibel and him are very alike because of that. They both have very similar stats and skills. So yeah, that's Szayelaporro. This build is awesome. It hits super hard. As you guys noticed, we got through it pretty fast, just as fast as Halibel got through it, and he didn't have recharge time. So that just goes to show how much power he can pack a punch as well, just because of that strong attack damage increase. But anyways, that is Szayelaporro. I guess now what we will do is just jump into some PvP and showcase both of them, and break down who is better in terms of PvP. So here we are in the PvP section. As you can see, we've got ourselves Rukia, Szayelaporro, and Halibel. We've only got an average attack of 776, but that's because, of course, we went ahead and upgraded and focused in on the SP and stamina. We're going up against this Toshiro. Nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and hope for the best. I've never tested these two out, Szayelaporro and Halibel, but as you can see, we actually stood our own and took out a team of Ichigo, Toshiro, and Rukia. So this team didn't do too bad. Halibel almost got destroyed though towards the end. It looks like Szayelaporro actually did good there as well. So good little match, good little first PvP little run. But let's go ahead and go up against this freaking Mayuri. I don't know what to say, man. I'm a little concerned just because, like I said, I haven't tried these guys out. I do feel like there is some difficulty that's gonna arise, and I think this might be the one, because Kenpachi, yeah, is gonna destroy Szayelaporro. Retsu took out Halibel, and yeah, Rukia was destroyed. So yeah, that one was not a good showing for both of them. Yeah, that was just not good at all. So what we'll do here is go up against Renji and just change it up a bit. I'm not gonna like take away anything. I'm not gonna cut anything out. I'm gonna showcase and show you guys everything I've got going here. You know, we're not gonna try to hide away or try to make one look better than the other. You know, we're gonna do fair and square. So Halibel destroyed Kenpachi, Szayelaporro destroyed Sajin, and Rukia destroyed what was that, Renji. So that was actually a good showing. As you can see, if they both get their strong attacks off, they can actually destroy the competition. They're not the worst. So yeah, a nice little showing on that third run. So so far we're 2 for 3. You know, let's go ahead and go up against this Kisuke. What was it? I was about to call him Kensei. Let's go up against this Kisuke. I'm a little afraid. Okay, maybe not too much. All movie characters. It could be good, it could be bad. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. So Rukia takes out Kisuke. Kokuto is putting up a fight, but I think Halibel is going to win. Yes, we won in general. So yeah, I think Szayelaporro, after what is that, 4 runs so far, I think he's doing a little bit better, and you know, it's kind of expected in my opinion, because you know, we get to take advantage of his strong attack plus 20% that he has on his as a soul trait. You know, compared to Halibel, which has the 12 recharge time, we don't really get the chance to take advantage of that. So yeah, I think Szayelaporro is a little bit more suited for this, and you know, also considering the fact that he inflicts poison through everything, if he manages to poison one of the enemies, it ends up being game over for the other team, or for whoever he's up against, because you know, poison, any kind of status ailment in this game mode is definitely crucial, and can definitely like be the deciding factor on whether you win or not. So we'll go ahead and end it with this over 1,000 average attack Toshiro team with Swimsuit and Ururu. So yeah, this one might be tough. If we can pull it off, I'll be impressed. Rukia is doing some damage. Okay, Halibel just destroyed Ururu, and as you can see, Swimsuit was poisoned, so he had no chance there. So yeah, 5 runs, 4 out of the 5 we won, and I think we did a good job. These two are not the worst. Of course, this is not enough to like dictate which one is good, which one is bad, if they're both decent for it. I think they were both pretty decent, but I will give the edge to Szayelaporro in this game mode, just because of course he, like I said, he has frenzy, he has strong attack damage plus 20% that we get to take advantage of from his soul trait, and then he poisons through everything. So you can really take advantage of Szayelaporro in this game mode. Halibel, not so much, but she is still holding up her own. So anyways, that's the PvP section. Again, like I said, slight edge goes to Szayelaporro, but you know, Halibel isn't too far behind. So to end it all off, we're gonna go ahead and just compare the two characters, and you know, talk about their pros and talk about their cons. I always like doing this just because we get to like really break down the character, and you know, it just shows which one is better in certain areas. So first off, we'll start off with Halibel. Some pros about her is her strong attacks. Something I really like about her is that her strong attacks are really easy to use. You know, you don't have to be very technical with it. You don't have to be in a specific area. Outside of maybe her third, which is the charged up attack, you do kind of have to get in certain areas if you want to charge it up and get like more range. But you know, you don't have to do that. So I really like that about her, is that, you know, that her strong attacks aren't super hard to use. They're pretty easy. You can be outside, you know, you could be at a distance from the enemy and you could still really take advantage of those. So pretty easy strong attacks. So that's one pro about her. Another pro is, of course, she has frenzy. With high SP, she just hits like a tank, right? So that's always going to be a pro for any character that has frenzy. I also put down that she also has a third charged up attack. Really benefits her, just because you get a lot of range if you charge it up. Hits a little harder, I believe, and just overall awesome strong attack, and a little fun aspect to it as well. It adds some fun to it. So her range on everything is perfect. I love it. I like that she has range on her normal attacks. You don't have to be super close, like freaking what is his name, Ichigo, Hell vs Ichigo. That's like the worst character in terms of range, but you know, yeah, she's got great range in everything, and I really do like that about her, because you know, you don't end up getting hit in stupid situations, right? Guild quest for one of those situations. Freeze resistant, that's actually super beneficial now as well. So if you go up against any kind of raids that freeze, or just any type of like enemies that shoot out those freeze things. You know, if you do the guild quest, you know what I'm talking about, the ones that shoot out the little freezing thing. I hate those. So that's something that's really cool about her, that you know, you avoid those, you avoid getting frozen, so that's awesome. And then also I went ahead and added that she has a really good killer. She really does. The fact that she has 20% on hollows. You know, hollows are a big time enemy in this game, so you know, she really gets a lot of the time she will get that extra 20% damage. No raid characters are required for both of these characters, so I did have to list that in as a pro, because you know, of course, you don't have to farm up the raid characters. You could just go ahead and max her out, or max him out as well, just with ease, and just of course using jewels. She has a good soul trait, especially for like guild quest and just going up against PvE, any kind of raid or anything. Her soul trait is perfect. You know, you get to use and spam her strong attacks, and also her special, if you guys didn't know, does actually weaken attack. So if you use her special, she weakens the attack of the enemy, and of course that's always going to be helpful in some way, right? So of course I had to put that in as a pro. There's only 3 cons to this character, and one of them being that she does not inflict any kind of status ailment, either through strong attacks, normal attack, or special. That's like, she's just gonna hit and that's it. You know, she's not gonna inflict anything. She kind of lacks a little bit in PvP. You know, for example, the fact that she has a recharge time link instead of like a strong attack damage link. I prefer the recharge time link myself, but you know, she does lack the strong attack damage, or you know, even a damage reduction type link in PvP. Also, she doesn't inflict any status ailments, so that also kind of like, you know, puts her down a little bit in rankings when it comes to PvP and whatnot. So yeah, that's another one. And then the last and final con is seasonal character. So she is a seasonal character, so you can't get her any time of the year, right? You can't get her, oh, you know, she's released again on a Brave Selection summons. No, you're not gonna get that. So you know, when she's out, and you gotta summon and try to get her. So that's one con, of course. You know, you have to summon when she's out, because you might have to wait a whole other year until you know, get the chance of summoning for her again. So yeah, that's Halibel. You know, overall she's really good. I put down at the bottom, good fit for PvE, just because I do think she has a slight edge when it comes to PvE, you know, compared to Szayelaporro. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually talk a little bit about Szayelaporro. So pros, I went ahead and listed as Frenzy. Of course, Frenzy, he's gonna hit super hard, same like Halibel, just hits super hard. His third strong attack is a full screen radius attack, so of course I had to list that in there. You know, you really take advantage of that when it comes, and you really notice it when you go up against you know, where there's multiple waves in a room. So really like that about him. Poison resistance, that's awesome as well. Same like Halibel, she's resistant to getting frozen, but he's also resistant to getting poisoned. So poison is one of those that, you know, you really do not want to get poisoned when you're playing, because it can really drastically screw you over. She has a really good killer, which is a Rankar. You know, it comes in handy when you're going up against guild quests or whatnot. So you know, they both are great in that regard. You know, you can use her when, you know, the killer, you get a boost when the killer's hollow, and you can use him when the Rankar boost is up. So anyways, good killers on both. No raid characters required either, so you know, both of these don't get have to use any raid characters because they're both seasonal. And then one other thing I put is that he's got a good soul trait for PvP, and just a good soul trait in general, right? It's not like that, oh, 25% extra stamina recovery in between quests. No, it's flat 20% strong attack damage, which I personally really like. He also does inflict poison, so of course that's a big time pro about him. Everything he has, or any kind of attack he has, will inflict poison, which is something that is very crucial in making a character good, right? So awesome thing about him, I really like that he inflicts poison. And then also, because of poison, it kind of coincides with him being a boss killer, so he hits super hard because of that 40% devastation, and because of that, also he also inflicts poison. And if you didn't know, he does get a debilitator, so his poison is gonna last a little bit longer. So something about Szayelaporro that's great as well is that he is a boss killer. Cons, there's only 2 actually compared to Halibel. Doesn't mean he's better, I will get to that at the end of this, but cons, he has strong attacks that are a little iffy to use. For example, the first strong attack, you have to get relatively close in order to get everyone around him, so that one might be a little bit, it might throw you off if you're not used to using him, so I had to list that in the cons. And then the second one is seasonal character. Of course, he's only going to be around at certain times of the year, same like Halibel. That's basically it. Good fit for him is PvE and PvP. I would slightly give the edge to, no, not slightly, I would give the edge to Halibel when it comes to PvE. I personally think she's a lot better That's just my opinion, just because of, you know, certain things like Szayelaporro's strong attacks. The fact that you have to get super close. I'm someone that can't dodge. Like I lack when it comes to dodging. So personally, I would go with her in PvE. PvP, he has the edge, and he does have the edge quite a bit because of the poison and the fact that he does get strong attack damage plus 20%. I like Halibel a little bit more just because I don't really focus in on PvP all that much. If you guys didn't notice, I'm like 7th seat, so I really just go for PvE and guild quests, and now of course the Senkaimon quest, but that really doesn't matter. The Senkaimon quest can be any type of character. I mean, I'm literally out here using a freaking frenzy character, and he's like, the frenzy character is crucial for the freaking what is it, Senkaimon quest. But anyways, that is it. I personally like Halibel a little bit more. Szayelaporro is still a great option. I want you guys to let me know down below who you think out of the two is better. They're very close, man. They're very close, but they're awesome characters in general and overall. So anyways, that's all I've got for today, man. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. These videos take a little bit longer to make, but I enjoy making them. So if you guys can show some support on this video just so we could get another one of these, that would be highly appreciated. Anyways, yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below, like I said, what characters you would like me to compare in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.